Boy, am I messing it up this morning. I put the wrong video in there to get started,
Uh-oh.
so I didn't have time to go back and change it while the music was playing. So then I put up the applause, and I forgot to take the picture down. Maybe a late night at Turfway Park, messing up the membranes between the ear, right? Insane in the membrane, as what was it? Cypress Hill used to say.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, indeed, for sure. Crazy, little bit of an odd night last night over there. Sometimes I should just bet horses to win. Right? I mean, if I'd have just bet on the 10 and the 11 to win, 50
Yeah.
bucks on each would have been a pretty profitable day. That 11, what did he pay, 15 to 1 or something? Like $15 to win.
Yeah. It was a nice winner, I'll tell you. And I actually had my best bet didn't win, but if you bet the way I suggested, you still would have made 55% profit.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I just got nosed out on one exacta, and the other one, I don't know. The other horses just kind of messed me up a little bit, but anyway. All right, well, we're off to Aqueduct today. Before we get started with that, hey, just a reminder that there are free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. There is a link in the description. Tonight at Penn National, should be a little frigid in Pennsylvania as well. I was like 4 degrees here this morning in Chicago. On Saturday, we got the Cigar Mile Wagering Guide. You can see the field right there. Make sure you head on over to Guaranteed Tip Sheet. Get that Cigar Mile Wagering Guide. It's the last wagering guide of 2025. It's the last graded stakes race in New York in 2025 as we barrel towards 2026. Tomorrow, Thomas and I are going to do Rose Hill, probably around 5 o'clock Eastern. So make sure you tune in for that. And to make sure you don't miss it, Terry, what's the best thing you can do to catch Rose Hill?
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell so that it notifies you about the Foreign Friday program. And then copy the link at the bottom, share it with everybody you know so they can come and see what's going on with us. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And keep the comments coming like Lauren has right there, as we like to see them, and they help out. Want to see your picks, too. That really is nice to see.
And people probably want to see our picks when the show's over at horseracingtoday.net. You'll see right there, it'll say Aqueduct instead of Turfway Park. There'll be a race replay in there. Right there, you'll see the race replay, the show replay, excuse me. Our smart sheets for today, right there, it'll be the link for today's show, the explanation on how to use them. You just click on that, bang. There you go. Good set of instructions. Helps you understand exactly what you're looking at and how to maximize smart sheets. You also see a tip jar. If you like that, click on there. Help us out. Of course, there's the link to get the free track picks over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. While you're there, hit that button right there. Get that HRT gear like this when it's 4 degrees out, baby. It'll help keep you warm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully our picks are hot today. 8 races, Terry, at Aqueduct, not the Belmont, not at Belmont at the Big A. They just went to their normal name here. 7 furlongs. It is a maiden race. And if you've been here long enough to know, pay a special attention to that 85 speed figure to win for maidens. Profile of a winner at 7 furlongs does favor horses that have a little bit of early speed. A bunch, 36% of the time, they go wire to wire. Pretty strong rail for Relevate. 2 and 3, a little bit of a discount. 4 through 7, a bonus. None from 8 and out. Mention 85 being the average winning speed figure, Terry. Anybody have an 85 average winning speed figure on the resume?
Well, you can see that nobody has, but the 3 and the 4, or at least the 3, came within 1 point of doing that. So there you go. And then today, race, it looks like that 3 has a good chance to do it again.
Yes, indeed. So Par Plus, real quick, we do 1,000 simulations where we use a sophisticated algorithm, special sauce, lettuce, and cheese like the Big Mac when they wouldn't tell you the recipe for that special sauce. Our special sauce says that 284 out of 1,000 times for Maggio does a speed figure of 85 or better. Down here in our race shape, Terry, nobody really wants to be on the lead. They co-pilot types. These 2 right here, not within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line so far. The 2-horse is a first-time starter, Terry. Yeah. What do you think about that score?
Yeah, that actually gives you 2.33. It's a little bit lower than we like. We like to see 2.5, but it's all right. But it actually has a really good jockey and jockey trainer combination there. But the 6 is a little bit better jockey trainer combination.
Well, yeah, interesting. When you have a first-time starter against all no's or maybes, you definitely have to consider it. Also have to consider horses that got a chance to get a great trip. Terry, our C-Zone measures how likely today's race will match their best performances.
Yeah, and that one has a really nice 93.2%, so it's going to be very comfortable in this race. A lot better than the rest of the horses.
Yes, the 3 horse has a 4-point last race speed figure edge over everybody else. Could be out front. The 6 should try to chase him down at the end and gets our top total pace. Who gets your top pick to get him cooking today in Aqueduct?
Well, at Aqueduct, I like let me get up here. The 3 ran second versus similar in last race, highest last speed rating, best start speed is fast among today's starters, and has a high percentage winning jockey. The 1 is my second choice. Rail Post wins at a 22% clip, and then returns to dirt with a trainer who wins 22% of the races when going from turf to dirt. Lasix is added. Recent bullet workout at November 29th. Waveless, the 2 is my third choice. This first-time starter, whose sire wins 17% with first-time starters, and Dan has 2 winners from 2 starters, trained by a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then 6 is my long shot. Endless Kiss has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, and blinkers are added today. No bets for me in this race.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the first-time starter right now, Waveless. Everybody's a no or a maybe. He does have some decent works. The 1 horse, Relative, did show some speed in its debut. Tried turf in its second race. Didn't really take to it that well. Back to dirt, that first-time Lasix, and if it can go back to speed, that's usually a pretty lethal combination. Formaggio, yes, that 3 horse coming in. With the top last race speed figure, 4 points better than everybody else. Her resume says she's got a good chance to be better in the second up. Then the 6 horse, Endless Kiss. Tough call over the 4 and the 5 for me, but more upside, making just a 3rd career start as our top total pace horse. No additional picks for me. Got a couple of minutes before the debut gets going, Terry, so let's kind of work our way through race number 2 kind of quickly. It is a 1-turn mile there, Terry. Important to note that because 1-turn miles, they tend to act more like speed races than route races, and that's been the case pretty much at Aqueduct. We're almost 1 out of 4 go wire to wire. The rail, Salvation, a little bit tough. 2 and 3 get a bonus. 4 through 7 get a discount. 8 and out, they got it really rough, Terry. So do we got any speed on the inside that could take them all the way?
No, not really. The speed's really actually on the outside or close to the outside, and it's got a lot of speed. I think that 5 is going to get out to that quarter pole first.
He also has almost a 10-point total early pace edge over everybody else. So 5 points equals 1 length. Just it's normal. Giddy up and go out of the gates. Puts the 5 2 lengths in front of everybody else. That's maybe left arrow action over there, Terry. Everybody else middle back. So who's going to find this trip to their liking?
Well, you take a look there. You can see that 3 has an 88% C-Zone, followed up by the 6 with a 59%, almost 60. And those 2 are going to be very comfortable in this race.
Yeah, real quick, we have a pretty big simulation favorite here with the 3 and the 1, both grading out well above everybody else. Very strong par plus, Terry, and it looks like one of them is very strong on the jockey-trainer combo.
Yeah, the 3 has the best jockey and trainer, so it's the best combination as far as I'm concerned.
So the 3, the 1, which one you got, Terry, in race 2?
Okay, I like the 3, Time to Win. Placed in 3 career races. Last race finishing 3rd as the favorite, but has a high percentage winning trainer. Wins 29% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back, and switches a high percentage winning jockey. Salvation, the 1 is my second choice. Ran second versus similar. Last race, best start speed is fast among today's starters. Actually tied with another horse and has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Roger 2. Number 2 horse is my third choice. Has a high percentage winning trainer with 17% of the dirt starts. Has a high percentage winning jockey and a recent bullet workout on November 28th. Lovin' or Liam. The 4 is my long shot, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. I'm going to play the very first Miami Vice. Don Johnson picked 4-1-3 with a 4-7 with a 1-2-6-7 with a 1-2-3-6-7 and 8, a $48 ticket.
Yeah, the 3 horses in even money here. Even money simulation favorite. You got Pratt, you got Brown. They win at 33% together. Although Pratt all by himself winning at 38. Salvation, the 1 horse, resume says, could pop in a big way. Third start after a layoff. Number 5, Implacable. Maybe too much early speed for the rest of them. It does have second race upside. And then finally, the 4, Love 'Em or Liam. Z pattern in its last, so early pace here. A little bit of rest in the middle. Second win down the stretch. 3 workouts, including his best published work since that effort. 1, 3, 5, 4, 7, 1, 2, 6, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a $45 ticket for me. Race number 1 should be about ready to go if it's not running already. No, they're making their way to the gates. So let's take a look at race number 1, see if we can find any quick value. We have the 3 horse. There you go, 2-5, 5-2, excuse me. That's a little bit of value there. That 5 horse, Terry, 4-1, 28-1. That's a bit of value. No value in the 1, no value in the 2, a little bit of value in the 4, no value in the 6. So maybe a 4-5 exacta box for $1. So $2. If that hits, the 4-5 would pay you. That would pay you $117. The 5-4 would pay you $146, Terry.
Wow.
It's probably not a for $2. Definitely something that's kind of maybe worth consideration. Let's see what happens if that's indeed the case today. Right now, they're still struggling to get them all into the gates as they're loading a few more, and then we'll be off to the races for terrific Thursday at Aqueduct in New York. It looks like it's a little bit of cold. Hopefully, the jockeys decide to race all 8 races today, Terry.
Hopefully.
You know, the 4 horse, he's not wanting to go in today. He's like, hey, you guys took off on Sunday, was it? So we're going to take off. I feel like taking off on Thursday as well. So the 6 horse is the last to load. Endless Kiss goes in without much of a fight. They're all set. And then just waiting for the starter to press the buzzer. Well, that 3 horse is still a little agitated. And they're off in the running. Pretty clean break for all of them. Although the 5 horse, that value play, perhaps didn't want to run today. He's a little bit off the pace there right now. The first-time starter, Waveless, busting out to the lead. A lot of times when those first-time starters break sharply, they can be dangerous. We'll see if he can maintain that pace. Well, you got Kendrick on there, too, for a Pletcher horse. So you know that Kendrick likes to be out front. Let's see if he starts to look between his legs. The 3 horse is on its way into the shotgun spot. They make their way around the turn. The 1 horse trying to save a little bit of ground. And then behind that, you have the 4 coming up. So the 3 horse right now trying to make up ground on that 2 horse as they make their way through the turn. The 2 horse continues to take the lead there, although the 3 horse is trying to bound up next to him. Question is, who's used more horse to this point? Does look to me like as they're coming down the stretch, the 3 is moving a little better than the 2. Let's see if the 2 horse has any heart to close him out. In his debut, he's starting to pull away a little bit again from that 3. He's got about a length lead on the 3 now, and the 2 horse is going to pull away as the first-time starter comes home with the dub. So it's going to go 2, then 3, then 1, I think was the 4 horse. So 2, 3, 1, and 4 to get him cracking today at Aqueduct.
All right.
Race number 3 is next for you and me. They're going to go, in this case, 6 furlongs. The profile of a winner in a 6 furlong race. Early speed, damn near half of them go wire to wire, Terry. Big time rail bonus for Mick Diesel. The 2 and 3 get a bit of a discount. 4 through 7 play fair. 8 and out get a bonus as well. Do we have any burners in race number 3?
Yeah, if you take a look there, that 6 has pretty good speed, so it's got double the speed of its closest one, the 2. I think the 6 gets a good break. It'll get the quarter pole first.
You got a lot of speed here. Whenever you see these triangles that go like that, you always kind of want to look at the point horse. That's the 5, a closer, although he's not the top closer. The 7 has a 7 point, so about a 1.5 length late speed edge over everybody else. There are only 2 horses getting C zones over 50.
Yeah, that's right. If you take a look there, that 1 gets it and the 2. So they're the only 2 that gets a C zone over 50. The 3 is pretty close to 50%.
Only 2 horses that have hit par so far. The 2 horse, Tap Ritz Temper, had better pace in the beginning, the middle, and the end of its last race. Also, the only one to show quicker fractions last out. So you got the 7 here, Terry, Spirit Dragon. 7-point speed figure advantage for the 7, with a 7-point late pace advantage for the 7. He's also your top total pace. So that's 7-7-7-7. That's a winning hand, or not winning hand, but a winning pool when you do the slot machines. Is it a winning pool today in race number 3?
Well, I like the 7 Spirit Dragons. Placed in 3 career races, finished 3rd versus similar to the last race, has highest last race speed rating and a high percentage winning jockey. And then Shadow Surge, the 4 is my second choice, drops in class today. Early speed suits her or suits him. Should benefit from a shorter distance. Owns the top dirt speed. And then Dark Vector, the 3 is my third choice, finished in the money in 3 races out of the last 4 starts. Best dirt speed is fast among today's, faster than the average winning speed. Pandemic Hero, the 6 is my long shot, finished in the money in 2 races out of 3 starts at Aqueduct. And he has a high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets for me here.
You know what's funny about that, Lauren, about the free picks, where you're saying that the Aqueduct picks show up, I'm sure, but the free picks for that day for the winners, it's because of that dumb Belmont at Aqueduct stuff. The naming, the file is the same, but the naming is a little bit different, so it tends to screw stuff up because of the file. It's really kind of really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but that's how it works, and unfortunately I don't really know how to fix it. And it's something we go through over and over and over and over and over again. And hopefully next year, when they finally name themselves correctly, just plain Belmont, because I think Belmont is going to run next year, Terry. Is that right? If I remember correctly?
Yeah, sometime. Yeah, I think 2026 is what I heard is when they're ready to open again.
Yeah, so maybe next year when it opens, that problem will go away. And it's been a persistent problem since they should just keep it at Aqueduct. Well, they can call it Belmont at Aqueduct all they want. I don't really care what they call it. But the problem is the files on our back end just come in goofy. It's really kind of a sad state of affairs, but it's true, unfortunately. So, and right now, if you're watching on X, do us a great favor. Pick up your mouse. Hit that retweet button right now. So that way other folks who are looking for horse racing content, fellow degenerates, might find a home right here with Terry and I. All right, so I'm going to go with the 7-horse Spirit Dragon. It's my top pick as well. Top last race speed figure, 7 points for the 7-horse with a 7-point late speed edge, 7-7-7 for the top total pace horse, the 7. That's got to be a cryptic code, Terry. But it's also the first time this horse is making 2 starts in a row. That is my finally healthy angle. Shadow Surge, the 4-horse, that's your morning line favorite right there. And hey, David Aragona is pretty solid at that. Probably the best line maker in the country. It's also our simulation favorite. Did get a tough start in its last race, but if it can rebound to its October 11th run, it could be an easy win. Number 2, Tap Ritz Temper, very consistent horse, Terry. Better across the board. We pointed that out as the only horse that was better across the bed last time out with quicker quarter-mile fractions. And then finally, the 3, Dark Vector. That one, along with the 4, the only yes horses in the race, cutting back in a little bit of distance should help that one out. I'm going to put 26 to win on the 7. I hope that the 4-horse also takes some money so I don't end up with like 3 to 5 odds or something like that. Race number 4, as we make it through just an 8-race card today, Terry. And I feel like we're stealing money when that's the case. But 7 furlongs again. It does tend to favor horses that can get forward. 36% of the time, the horse that gets the first call also gets the first call at the finish line. Very strong rail for Breslau. 2 and 3 a discount, 4 through 7 a bonus. So far, nobody has taken home the top prize if they wear an 8 or out. So show me some speed, Terry, in race number 4, particularly if it's on the inside.
Yeah, well, that rail horse has the most speed at 46%, almost double the speed of the 2. So I think the 1 will get out of there and get to that quarter pole first.
Well, a couple things that I see right away jumping off the smart sheets. A, it's a 5-horse race. So in 5-horse races, our friend Stephen Fielder, if you look at how to win handicapping contests, great video to watch if you play any of them on our Horse Racing Radar TV channel. You'll pick up a lot of great stuff. And one of the things he said is take the horse with the longest odds in a 5-horse race. According to Morning Line odds, it's the 5, but according to our sim odds, who would it be, Terry? The 6. All right. As far as our early speed is concerned, nobody wants to be on the lead. You have all these horses that prefer to be middle back. Who's going to get the best trip?
Well, take a look here, and you can see that the 2 has a really nice 91.91% C-zone. So he's going to be very comfortable in this race.
Along with being potentially the longest shot on the board. If that is the case, you might take a look at that 6 based on that jockey-trainer combo, no?
Yeah, that's right. 6 has the best jockey and best trainer. So it's the best trainer-jockey combination, I think.
So the 1 with that PC, left arrow, should be on the lead. Has a 4-point last race speed figure edge over everybody else. And also the top total pace of about a length. So the early speed plus the late speed means it wins by a length and a nose. According to that measure, Terry, according to your measure, who wins race 4?
Well, I like the 1, Breslau. Won at the last race, rail post winning at a 22% clip, has a high percentage winning trainer. Then 2, Light the Way. Likes Parks Racing, is finished in the money. Aqueduct is finished in the money in 63% of the races, winning 19% of the starts. Can handle the distance, finishing in the money 67% of the races. And then number 6, Exact Estimate, finished in the money 3 out of the last 4 starts, winning 1 race, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Dear Dad, the 7 drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer. This trainer wins 21% of the allowance races that he has a horse in and can improve at the shorter distance. That's my long shot. No additional bets for me here.
7 furlongers. I'm going to go with Breslau, the 1 horse. Top last race speed figure, pace setter. Top late speed to go. So if you got the chance to be on the lead and you cannot run everybody down the stretch, how do you pass what you can't catch? Looks like the horse is ready to run another good one. 46 second 4 furlong workout prepping. Number 2, Light the Way. It's your only class dropper. You see that right there in our smart sheets. We'll push for the lead as well with the top C-zone and the top par plus. The 6 horse, Exact Estimate. That one could be the longest shot on the board. Hard to believe, though. There are alpha angles for trainer Brad Cox, but the first time that he runs a horse off the claim, it wins at 38% versus 33% overall. So I don't think he'll be the longest shot on the board. That'll probably go to the 5, Signature. Maybe moving back to dirt's going to help this horse, where he's won 3 of 7. If you put the horse on any other service, he's won 2 of 12. Not too good. I'm going to do a $2 exact key box. The 1 over the 2, the 6, and the 5. Race 5, unfortunately, today, Terry, unlike yesterday and all week, is the race of death for the pick 4 because it ends the early pick 4 and begins the late pick 4. Of course, they're going to do it for a maiden race. They got to make it real easy, right?
Yep.
81 is that speed figure for the maidens to win in race number 5. Does anybody got a yes, Terry?
You can take a look there and see, the 1, 6, and 7 all have yeses. The rest are no's, except for the 8 has a maybe 1, which means it was real close to that yes.
And speed does hold the way there, Terry. So who's got it?
Actually, the 7 has the most speed, followed up by the 1.
We see that over here, too. Those 2 want to be on the front. Everybody else middle back. So far, the 2 and the 4 have really struggled to be competitive. 5 lengths back or more from the winners at the finish line. Do either the one or the seven? Well, Terry, a lot of them look like this race will work out for them.
Yeah, there's several of them that are above that 50% threshold. So with the 3 being the most, so that it should be a pretty, pretty comfortable for most of these horses.
These kind of races, Terry, I mean, you got to go with the yes horses, but maybe a little bit of value might be a good way to look to. Anybody got some value?
Yeah, look at the 6. That's really nice from 7-2 to 12-1. And the 8 has a value from 3-1 to 5-1. And then a real nice value from 7-2 to 15-1 on the 9.
Yeah, so just looking at that, you got the 6 horse is a yes horse, so they definitely merits your attention. You get a nice overlay there, and then only maybe -1. So any improvement for the 8 horse, that might be it. And then the 9 horse, I mean, it's a no horse, but does also have one of the strongest par pluses in there. Who's got the strongest jockey trainer combo?
Well, the 7's the best jockey, according to the data. The 8, the best trainer. But you know what? I think the 2 is the best jockey trainer combination.
Now, the 8 is your top pick according to our simulation odds. The 7 is our top pick according to total pace. You got the 1 in that mix as well as the 6 in that mix with the yes horses. Who are you going to say yes to in the race of death, Terry?
I like the 7 Forever to Go, placed in 6 out of 8 career races, switches to high percentage winning jockey and has the highest last speed rating. And then Will a Woman, 8 is my second choice, can improve while returning to dirt. She has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey as well. 3-9's Fine. The 1 is my third choice, ran second versus similar in the last race. Rail Post winning at a 30% clip. And then I like Rare Society. The 2 finished third versus similar in the last race, has a high percentage winning jockey, and blinkers are added today. I'm going to play the second pick for Miami Vice Don Johnson, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 with the 7, 8, with the 1, 5, with the 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, $50 ticket.
Yeah, taking a look. I like the 7 horse in here too. Forever to Go as my top selection. Forever to Go, Terry, that one is a yes horse. Should be on the lead as a top total pace. And, it's a maiden race, but he's come close 4 times, second out of 5 starts. Will of a Womani. I don't know how they pronounce that 8 horse. That one, Terry, is my simulation favorite according to the smart sheets. It's had second place success as well as Aqueduct. 2 races, pair of runner-ups. Will be closing and shouldn't be too far from the lead today. Number 1, 3, 9's Fine. I don't know what the hell that means, but anyway, that's another yes horse in there, Terry. According to its resume, though, you either have a big pop coming or a big drop coming. So a risk to reward ratio. And then finally, the 9 horse, Red Boots. Its last race sucked. I'll admit to that. But there's plenty of room for upside in just the 3rd career start. She can run back to the debut off of that and put in any improvement off of that one. She's got a pretty good chance to take home the prize here at a price. My pick for 1, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, and 8, 6, and 8. So interestingly, we see race number 7 completely different. And then 2, 5, 7, and 11 for a $48 ticket for me. Move on to race number 6. Terry, this one is going to be a mile again. We talked about it being a 1-turn mile and 1-turn miles favoring horses with some early speed. But before we do that, just a quick heads up. Our good friend, Christopher D'Souza, in race number 3 says he likes the 1, the 2, and the 7. And race number 4, he likes the 7 with the 7, 6, and 2. So that means me, you, and Christopher D'Souza all agree on the 7 in race number 5. Has that ever happened before, Terry?
I think once in a while, maybe.
Yeah, because I feel like Christopher likes to take that pin out of the grenade and just say, okay, Rich and Terry, I sing your picks and I raise you a grenade.
Yeah, that's true. It makes it fun.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. It's fun. I mean, it's horse racing, right? It's everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. But when they're good, they're really good. All right. So at race number 6, Terry, at that mile, we are looking for some speed because still almost 1 out of 4. Michael Jordan, 23% go wire to wire. There's only 123. Forget LeBron. The only 23 can be MJ. Terry, so if there's an MJ today that's going to go all the way in race 6, who might that be?
Well, because the 2 it's got 41.5%, so it's pretty close to that rel too. And then the 1 is the only one close to it, and it's not that close. So I think the 2 gets a good break and a good decision by the jockey. Is going to get that quarter pole first.
Race shape, you got a couple of horses, at least one in here that you got to be really kind of nervous about. That 5 horse is the lone EP. Again, most of these horses middle forward. So if that 1 has a bunch of closing ability, unfortunately, it doesn't. Looks like it's going to be more forward than back. That would be dangerous. If you're looking at C-Zone, Terry, you got to stand out and then maybe like a distant runner-up.
Yeah, the 4 is the standout at 75% plus. And then that 6 is around 54%. So those 2 are going to be the most comfortable in here.
Another one of these races where everybody's got a shot to get to par. Only it needs a 1 length improvement from Farmhouse to get that done. So in these cases, again, let's look for some value if we can find any. It doesn't look like much.
Well, no, but the 4 has a little bit of value from 3-1 to 4-1, and the 8 has a little value from 7-2 to 9-2.
Just tells you how good of a line maker David Aragona is. If you're looking for some improvement, the 1 horse is the only one to show better early pace, better mid pace, and better fractions for the opening quarter and half mile. Got a couple of them down here that were better from the beginning to the start to the end, although the 8 horse showed a little bit better fractions last out. Whole bunch of class droppers versus a pair of class risers in there, Terry. Who is the class on the connections?
Oh, it looks like the 5 is the best jockey. The 8's the best trainer. But, I think the 8 is also the best trainer-jockey combination.
So not only is the best trainer-jockey combination, but the best speed figure last out. 4 points, better than everybody else. The 4, though, is our simulation favorite, although the 8's right on its tail. 4 has the biggest in-race advantage, almost 2 lengths down the stretch, and looks like it should be in a competitive try-to-stalk mode. Also, your top total pace. Terry, is it the 8 with the speed? Is it the 2? 8 with the speed figure, the 2 with the speed, or the 4 with the closing that takes home the trophy in race 6?
Well, I think it's the 8, Divine Grace. Ran second versus similar in last race. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. Trained by a high percentage winning trainer. Foxy Cara, the 7, ran second in the last race and has a high percentage trainer. Third choice is Miss Lau. Finished third in the last race. Early running style helps chances, so the shorter distance will be a big help, I think. And number 2 is my long shot Spring Magic, trained by a high percentage winning trainer and has the highest speed figure at today's distance. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Floge, the 4 horse. As our sim favorite, biggest in-race edge of 10 points. Really shouldn't be all that far off the pace here today. It is our top total pace horse, strongest C-Zone horse to boot. Should really like the way this race takes shape. The 8 horse, Divine Grace, my second choice, does have that top last race speed figure advantage of 3 points and 4 points, but Andrew Beyer says 3 points or more. That's the magic number. Was better across the board, won 3 of 5 races at the distance. But my problem with the 8 horse, this one's a track riser coming in from Parks. I'm a big fan of track droppers and not so much of a fan of track risers. The 2 horse, Spring Magic, that one should be out front. Tied for the biggest class drop, and the jockey and the trainer, they've teamed up twice. Terry, you know how many times they ended up in the winner's circle?
Twice.
Yes, indeed. 2 times for 2 times for the 2 horse. It's got to be another one of those codes. And then finally, the 7 horse, Foxy Cara, better across the board in its last race with a bounce back effort off a dull effort the prior start. Maybe cutting back on a little bit of distance is helpful. I'm not sold. $5 exact, the key box, the 4 over the 2, the 5, the 7, and the 8. Before we move off to race number 7, which I think is your best bet, Terry.
Yep.
It's important to note that tomorrow, my friend Thomas and I will be back for Foreign Fridays. We'll be exploring Rose Hill Gardens in the land down under. Look at that track. Packed, beautiful weather. Should be some awesome picks. Usually some nice long shots running down there on the grass. Hopefully, Tom and I can uncover a few. Monday, we'll be back for Parks. Tuesday, we'll be back for Parks. Not sure what we'll do Wednesday, but I know for sure Thursday we're going to move over to the championship meet at Gulfstream Park. To make sure you don't miss any of that, Terry, and any more of your best bets, what's the wisest thing you can do right about now?
Well, one of the easiest things you can do, and it's costs no money, is to subscribe to our YouTube channel and then hit that little bell. You hit that bell, it's going to notify you every time, just about 30 minutes before different programs come up. And then go down and copy the link at the bottom there, share it with all your family, friends, neighbors, everybody that you know, so that they can come and take a look at us too. I know they're going to like what they see. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Horse Race, the number 2 day, and give us a thumbs up and a like. And keep these comments and picks coming, like Christopher's doing here, and Lauren, and Buy Stocks, and Lewis. Everybody that's helping out here, we really enjoy to see it. Helps us with our.
Yeah, it would help right now if you're watching on X to go ahead and hit that retweet button and the like button, so that let's try to get that number of about 30 across the board on retweets and likes today over on X. We would greatly appreciate that. Let's try to get the number of likes on YouTube to 20. That would really help boost our algorithms so that more people searching for horse racing content are likely to find us. All right, Terry, another one of these 1 mile, 1 turns. Again, that favors early speed. We're looking for some early speed in race number 7. We got to go through this kind of quickly, but if you're going to look for speed, this one could be a little bit more competitive than some of the other ones we've seen.
It is. It's got several horses that have early speed, so it's an anyone race to get to.
Only a few of them want to be out front, though. Everybody else middle back should favor some speed in here, Terry. But according to our C-Zone, looks like 4 of them it favors more so than others.
Yeah, take a look at that one, this, and then the 7, 8, and 9, followed up by that 6. So,
who's got the best jockey and trainer?
Well, the 5 is the best jockey, 4 best trainer, but I think the 5 is the best jockey trainer combination.
Well, it's the best horse according to our simulation odds. Although the 3 horse has a 3-point last race speed figure. And then the 6 is your top total pace. So you got speed figure, you got sim odds, you got top total pace. Before we go off to Terry's best bet of the day, drum roll, please. And who is it?
Okay, my best bet of the day is the 5, Russian Realm. Likes Parks Racing, been in the money 63% of the time here, winning 25% of those starts, can handle the distance, finishing 80% of the races and winning 40% of the starts at today's distance. Number 1, Cut the Cord, second choice, finished 3rd in last race, highest speed figure at today's distance, highest trainer and jockey. Palace Boss, the 2, is 3rd choice, finished the money 6 out of 7 starts. Winning 2 starts and has a high percentage winning trainer. Number 8, King's Leap, is by long shot. He won his last 2 races in a row, goes for a hat trick, and he has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Now, I didn't win with my pick of the day yesterday, but if you had bet the way that I had suggested, you still would have made a 55% profit. So today, I'm going to suggest that you put $5 or $20 to win on the 5, a $10 exacta box 1-5. $10 exacta 5 on top with the 1-2-8, and then a $5 exacta box, the 1-2-5. There you go.
Yeah, I have the 8 horse King's Leap is my favorite in here to win. Really strong workout. Cutting back in distance is going to help out for King's Leap. Resume says the 3rd start after layoff should be the best of the cycle. Alan Turning, the 6 horse. A little luck from winning its last 4 races. Only question for me is that turf to dirt angle. Russian Realm, you got to have that one in your picks because Flavian Pratt winning at 38%. How do you not include that? And then Cut the Cord, probably the most consistent back class. Switching to Barnes, that win at 24%, first time out with a new horse. Maybe that comes back to life. 50-cent trifecta boxes. I have some nice prices in here with the 1, the 5, the 6, and the 8. Race 2 looks like they're getting lined up and ready to go. Let's go back to race number 2 on our smart sheets. See if we can find any value in this short race. It looks like the 3 horse is a prohibitive favorite right now. It's 1-2, so no value on that. Hey, 3-2 on the 1, 7-2. That's some pretty good value. No value on the 2 horse. No value on the 4 horse, 15-1. There's really no value to be found in either one of those. They can't go that high. So I would suspect that of those, the 5 horse with that early speed advantage might be one because it has an in-race advantage that it could use to its advantage on that 5 horse. So maybe the 1 and the 5 is your $1 exacta box. We won 5 exacta box. The one with the 5 would pay $63. The 5 with the 1 would pay $91. I know that it didn't work out in the last race, but with those kind of numbers, all you need is 1 to hit. So you would bet what, $16 across the day, and you hit one of them that pays a lot. That would be a very profitable betting strategy if it played out.
That's right.
All right, so they're all going into the gates right now. The 3-horse, Time to Win, a very big favorite at 1-2. It's both of our top picks in there, along with the 1. I mean, if that horse wins, it's really gonna not cut the pick 4 pool by a whole lot. All right, so they're all set. They're all off. They're all running, and it looks like the 4-horse got off to a little bit of a shaky start. The 5 and the 3 have moved their way to the front. We said the 5-horse would get it an easy start. He has got off to an easy start. The question is, will Luis Riviera Jr. keep that horse from expending too much energy early on? He's not really getting a whole lot of pressure from the 2. So 22.5 seconds, not the fastest opening for how long is this race, Terry? I mean, they're going to do, what is it, a mile? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
1 mile. So maybe a little on the quick side. Let's see what the half-mile number looks like. They can slow it down to maybe 47 and change, 44. Those horses are blazing up front. I never understood for the life of me why horses do that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, makes no sense.
It makes no sense. What doesn't make any sense, though, is that 3-horse is pretty much all out already. He's going to go 3 wide. So, I mean, that probably opens the door up for the 1-horse to run by him at the end. I don't know. The 2-horse is giving that horse everything he's got. The 5-horse just gave it up at the end there. So 3-horse has taken his way to the lead. The jockey on the 1-horse is wrestling with that horse to get it to change leads. Doesn't look like it wants to. So that's going to make it difficult. So the 3-horse is going to run away. Easy win for the 3-horse. 3-1. And then the 2 as they're going to run 3-1. Easy win for the 3. Then the 1. Then the 2. Then the 6. So 3-1, 2, and 6. And neither one of us particularly pleased with the 3-horse winning at 1-2 to start off our pick 4s. It means no matter what, they're not going to pay. You're going to have to need some bombs in the back half of that thing to pay any money at all.
That's what
What's that?
That's what I'm hoping, some bombs.
Yeah, we're going to need some bombs because everybody's still alive, right?
Yep.
Well, I know there are some people out there that they'll just toss that one off of their ticket, knowing that it's not going to pay very much because they're looking for the big payouts. The final chance for a big payout today could be the finale. Another 7 furlonger claiming $30,000. It does favor horses with early speed. 36% of the time. Get the lead, keep the lead. Really helpful if you're the 1-horse, Complex Music. 2 and 3 get a discount. 4 through 7 a bonus. Nobody so far from 8 and out has made their way to the winner's circle, Terry. But if speed does make its way to the winner's circle for a photo session, looks like there's one of them to consider.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of in the middle. That 7, it's got a 41%, followed up by the 2 and then the 3.
Only one yes horse. Everybody else is a no or maybe the hit par. 91. That's a pretty good speed figure in there today, Terry. But it does look like a few of them with a good chance to maybe do it today.
Yeah, if you take a look there, you can see the 5 and the 7, and also the 9 and the 1 all have a chance to do it today.
And not a whole lot of speed in here. 3 horses, the other 6 horses, middle back. So maybe get to the front and keep it. But it does look like we have 1 horse in there, the Lone PC, which could be extremely dangerous.
Yep.
Might be dangerous the way this race looks.
Yeah, the 2 has a 90.5%, so going to be very comfortable compared to everybody else. The only other one over 50%, well, there's 2, the 9 and the 11.
Yeah, and it looks like Lou makes it in that mix a little bit as well. Who makes it into the mix if you like green jockeys and green trainers?
Well, the 9 is the best jockey, the 2 is the best trainer, and I think the 2 is the best trainer-jockey combination.
All right, so the 2 horse, well, the 5 horse is your simulation favorite. 7 should be on the lead. The 2 horse, Smile and Say Cheese, is your top closer. as well as your top total pace and your top C-zone. Who's your top choice to close out the week, Terry?
I like the 11. Ran second versus similar in last race, highest last speed rating, and has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Number 1, Complex Music, ran second versus similar in last race. Rail Post winning at a 22% clip, has the high percentage winning trainer or jockey. And then number 9, Register. The drops in class today, dirt speed is fastest among today's starters, has a high percentage winning jockey. And then I like the 2. Won the last race at Aqueduct, trained by a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. No additional bets as I'm out of money.
I'm going to start with the 7, Aerostar. Nice little price on that one. Has all that early speed. It's a pace setter with Kendrick on there. We saw Kendrick get to the lead and take home the opener. Speed and Kendrick, that's like peanut butter and jelly. They just go together. Mm-hmm. Number 11, Frizzante. Well, nobody's won from 8 or out. It is the only yes horse, though, so it's the only one that's been able to hit par so far. And you have Linda Rice, the trainer, winning 33% coming off a win in the claiming ranks and staying there. Number 2, Smile and Say Cheese. By far the best season. It's your lone PC horse, your top total pace horse. Yeah, really should fit in. And then finally, the 5-horse Lou. That one, Terry, was a tough call over a host of others for me, but it is our simulation favorite. The last race wasn't as bad as it looks because it basically ran the same time as it did when it won 2 races ago. And in that race, it happened to beat the 11, Frizzante. Second race improvement off the layoff, very likely. 50-cent trifecta box to close out my budget. 2, 5, 7, and 11. Let's take a look at our picks for the totality of the day here, Terry. Let me just pop this off the screen because it confuses me and everybody else. Here are our full picks for the day. Race number 1, the 2-horse one. Race number 3, the 3-horse one. I guess that means all these horses are going to win today. Only 6 more to go. So, well, we got a lot of agreement. So, I mean, maybe at least we make it through race 5 with all winners on there. Race number 3. I have a bet 26 to win on the 7. We'll see if he can come home. Keep that top pick streak alive. After winning the first 2, I have to admit it makes me a bit nervous. Race number 4, I have a $2 exacta key box, the 1. Race number 5, there's our pick 4s again. Race number 6, $5 exacta key box with the 4. Race number 7, Terry's best bet of the day, Russian Realm with Flavian Pratt. And then race number 8, and I have a trifecta box there too, so a little bit of action as well for me. And then race number 8, another trifecta box to wrap up our Benny and the Bets budgets. Again, tomorrow, Thomas and I, we're going to do the Rose Hill for 4 on Friday. Cigar Mile is a wagering guide, the last wagering guide of 2025. It'll be available over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet along with free picks tonight for Penn National. There will be a link to all of that in our upcoming recap over at horseracingtoday.net. It will be on the homepage. It'll take up the middle of the screen right there. You'll just click. And again, that'll take you to the recap, all of our commentary, along with our Benny and the Bets. Our show replay right there. We'll timestamp every race in the description on YouTube so you can come back to watch race number 7 to see why it is Terry's best bet of the day. You can get our smart sheets right there. Explanation on how to use them right there. If you like what you do, you can hit the tip jar right there, and this will take you over to Guaranteed Tip Sheet for the free track of the day. All right, Terry, that wraps up our week. Any words of wisdom from you before we get up and get out of here?
Yeah, it's really cold, especially where you're at. So everybody should go to our website at Horse Race, the number 2 day, and get themselves an HRT sweatshirt to keep themselves warm and a hat to keep the head from getting too cold.
Yes,
other than that, have a great day. Be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's see, next week. I'll see you next Monday at Parks.
Yes, indeed. Well, you can also get one of the warm beanies hats over there like the millennials like to wear. Yeah. Keep your head and your ears warm on these sub-Arctic temperatures, Terry. If you're watching on X again right now, hit that retweet button and that like. Help us get over 30 likes and a bunch of retweets on Horse Racing Radar TV. Also, hit that thumbs up button, the subscribe button. We'd greatly appreciate that. No matter what you're doing for the rest of this terrific Terry Thursday, we hope that you keep warm and that all of your endeavors, your life's goals, they have God's grace, God's favor, and every single thing you do until we meet up again ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yes, make it a blessed Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.